personal teacher, but I used to teach some kids inside Tesano Baptist Church. They are called Inchema. Yes, you can search them on YouTube, Instagram, Inchema, Future Generations. Okay, so one day, I had, say, 3, 4 kids around me, and then they were asking me weird questions concerning sex and all. So it got to a point where I had to advise them not to be watching pornographic pictures or videos or whatsoever. So one of the kids asked me, Uncle Larry, so does it mean that uh, if you have sex with someone, you get pregnant? And I said, oh yes, it's true, you would. But looking at their ages, they could never get pregnant. So and then another kid said, okay, so Uncle Larry, you said God is everywhere. Does it mean that when somebody is watching pornographic videos, God is also watching? Yeah. I was wondering how come that little girl could ask such a question. And I had no answer to give to it than this. Listen to me. So I told her that immediately it gets to that point, because God is too holy, God changes the channel. So I had to give her the answer, because I told her anytime we do something, God watches us. Like, God watches us on his big screen. So anytime we do something bad, he sees everything. That's how come the girl asked that question. I'm sure, because she wanted to know if also God also watches the pornography. As let's say Mr. X is watching pornographic movie or whatever, then since God is all seeing, all knowing, it means God is also watching with the person, with Mr. X. So I had to just give the kid that answer. I had no option. What if it was you? What answer would you have given the kid? Please let me know in the comment section. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're welcome. If you are new here, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do that. Kindly hit on the subscribe button, or and sorry, and hit on the notification bell as well, so that anytime I drop a video, you see. This is a stretch. Who lets me chill in peace? This is a true story. The true story I'm coming to share about this girl I met back in 2018. Where did I meet here? I think it was a Trotsky. Yeah, we all alighted at Abeka, a suburb in Tesano, Accra. So we alighted, and the girl she was pretty. So I decided to speak to her, and like, I think fast forward, we became friends. I took her number, checking up on her every now and then. So one day I invited her to church. She came around, and what she was wearing wasn't that. She already told me that she wasn't having any church clothes. So I said, "Oh, whatever you have, just bring it. You don't mind." Well, she had this huge makeup on, with long lashes and long fingernails and all. And I was the one who brought her to church. So like, I could see the surprise on people's faces, like the way they were. Hey, now why is me? Who is this? Where from here? Someone will ask, where from she? So service went on. They asked who wanted to give his or her life to Christ. She went forward and dedicated her life to Christ. And after church, people noticed I was with her, so they got to know that I brought her. Others were asking if she was my girlfriend. You know, sometimes the way church folks will behave, anytime you see someone, you begin to be judgmental because of what the person wears or whatever. She's like, it's so bad. That's first impression counts. If someone comes, whatever the person is wearing, you don't have to show that yeah the person is odd. Okay, Jesus Christ didn't do that. So I don't understand why we little Jesus Christ on earth want to be judgmental every time. We'll be asking it at that course, so it's none of your business. Okay. You are already in Christ, you found Christ. The person hasn't found Christ. You have to just allow the person, give the person the opportunity or the chance to also accept Christ. Okay. So the friendship was growing and she was showing some weird signs. So I was also, I think, distancing myself because she wasn't my kind of girl. So I was just distancing myself. Then I noticed she was behaving some way. That's all. She didn't come to church again. The next thing I would hear is I've sacked someone from church. And I was even surprised. The main reason why I'm telling you all this thing is because I was there one day and I received a call. The person was like, "Hello, am I speaking to Larry?" I'm like, "Yes." Then she said in Chi that Chi, that's a local language, that the fabric is ready, but the tailor insists on the deposit before he finishes with sewing. And I asked her, is this the right number? Or because I don't remember giving fabric to any whenever. I don't remember joining any choir that we are sewing anything. She was like, I anti the drummer in her church. I'm like, no. Even though I play the drums in my church, but the Larry she was referring to was in. Then she asked where I stayed. I told her. She asked if I had stayed around my church before. I said, yeah. Then that was what she said. She said, if I knew it was you, I wouldn't have called. Then she chuckled. I'm like, hey, who is this? She mentioned her name. And then I tried recollecting if I had any. I mentioned her. Go down there. Yeah. I tried to remember if I knew anyone called her name. Then I had this picture in mind. So I begged, she sent me her picture and she said, no, she doesn't want to have anything to do with me again because I was rude. I sacked her from church and I said, hey, okay, so, sorry. This was the lady who was saying that I had sacked her from church. Like, hey, please forgive me if I've done anything wrong to you. Please forgive me. Please. I never meant to do that. So meaning this lady had this thing in her heart since 2008, since 2018. So now, like, hey, really? Who does that? You're a Christian. She was telling me that she's in another church. And within 3 weeks after joining the church, the people accepted her. They weren't judgmental. Every time she joined the choir, she was a singer. The main reason why she joined my church was because she wanted to sing with me every time because she felt I was better than her, so I could assist her or help her with her singing skills and all. She wanted me to be her vocal coach, which I didn't get time to do because, you know, this opposite sex thing there, it can be some way sometimes. But I didn't remember sacking anyone from church. To be honest with you, I wouldn't do that. You all know me. I wouldn't do that. That's a no-no for me. Right? So I exclaimed, why? I asked why she was so bitter. I said, yes, she is bitter because what I did was uncalled for. I wasn't supposed to do that. So I wanted to know what exactly, but she was like, she centered on me being rude towards her and me acting as if she proposed to me and I didn't mind her. Like I was giving her attitude, and she knew I had a girlfriend then. She was referring to one of my friends in church. And she knew I had a girlfriend then, and she was also dating, so there was no way she could force herself into my life, and blah blah blah. I'm like, oh God, I wasn't even thinking about that. Frankly speaking, I wasn't even thinking about that. Or like I didn't really like our vibe, where our vibe was. I wanted it to be strictly business, but I don't know. That's what I felt. If I was being judgmental, God forgive me. But that's how I felt. And she was saying a different thing altogether. Yeah, I don't know if she wanted me to feel bad for what I did. But I'm not trying to defend myself or justify what I did, but I don't really think I did anything that bad. Okay, she just felt okay. I wasn't too nice to her as she expected, and she was saying she's even prettier than my girlfriend, and she's been watching my status and know, hey, this girl. So you have my number, and you are claiming I was rude and you are not cool with me. You don't want to have anything to do with me again, and oh gosh. See, my advice is harboring things in you for long wouldn't solve any problem. If you have an issue with someone, trash it out with the person. Okay, trash it out with the person, and then we move. Charlie, we move. Because if you die today, you'll be somewhere wishing you could have spoken to the person and moved along with the person, but you didn't get the opportunity to even listen to the person or get the opportunity to tell the person what the person did for the person to apologize to you. You understand? So please, there's no need keeping things in you. It will keep eating you up till one day you give up your ghost, and that's all. You don't get the opportunity to revive with a person. So she wished me well. So I begged for forgiveness, and she claimed she had forgiven me. She wished me well, and I said, okay, fine. If that's what she wants, I don't mind. After all, I've moved on. And I don't remember the last time I even thought about her, because the friendship was pretty short. Very, very short. I don't even... 2008. Charlie, we move. Oh. We move. So, if you are watching this, and you are at loggerheads with someone, it wouldn't do you any good. Forgive the person and move on. I know sometimes it will be hard to forget, but try as much as you can to forgive and forget and move on, guys. Whatever comes up, I don't know, but I'll surely update you. Bye. Until then, I am De-Licious, Ceci, and signing out. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe to my YouTube channel.